Test View window. As mentioned previously, one of the windows in OverCurrent room is Test View. This window comprises of 5 tabs of Shot Test, Pickup Drop-Off, Setting, Trigger, and Binary Output. Specifying the test points is done in Shot Test and Pickup Drop-Off tabs. In Shot Test tab, you can select fault type and the points for the test, and after the test is performed, you can view the results of the evaluation. In this tab, in Test Point section, the fault current, and in Fault Type section, the fault type are determined. In Test Point section, the fault current and the angle between current and voltage are specified in I-test and angle fields respectively. Note that this angle is only useful for performing directional tests. If you want to specify the fault current in terms of a coefficient of CD nominal current or pickup current of one of the specified stages, you need to check I-test relative option and specify the coefficient in factor field, and then from relative to drop list select the base current to specify the fault current. This tap current can be a pickup current of one of the stages or CT secondary nominal current. After specifying the test current, you need to select the fault type from the standard faults available in fault type section. These faults include different types of phases to earth, 2 phases, 3 phase, inconsistency, 3I0, and L1, L2, and L3 faults. To better understand L1, L2, and L3 faults, suppose that in a line there is a transformer with a delta connection on the first side. When a fault occurs in the secondary side, the fault phase corresponding current will flow in the first side, and this fault current is provided by other phase or phases. Negative sequence or inconsistency faults test is available by selecting I2. Since relays detect inconsistency faults by using the value of negative sequence current, by selecting this type of fault type, the entered fault current will merely be negative sequence current. 3I0 fault is useful for earth fault in summation mode, while LE fault is useful in measuring mode. By clicking on Add, a selected test point is added to the table in this window. By selecting one of the rows and clicking on Insert option, the selected row is repeated in the table, and by clicking on Remove option, the selected point is removed. Also, by selecting Add to option, it is possible to copy point or points selected for one of the fault types to another fault type. By clicking on Remove All option, all test points entered in the table will be removed. By clicking on Sequence option, sequence test points to page opens where it is possible to specify these points with equal steps. In Current Data section, steps are created in direction of the range. By selecting Current in Sequence Type field, current steps are directly entered in terms of ampere, and by selecting Factor, the current is entered in terms of parameter selected in Relate to field. In a Start Value, End Value, and a Step Size fields, a start point of the current point, end point of current point, and steps are specified respectively. For example, factor, pickup current of first stage 2 times, 6 times, and half of pickup current are selected as values for sequence type. Relate to, start value, end value, and step size respectively. You can see that the step count, which is the number of current steps or test points, equals 9. Moreover, in Angle Data section, the information related to start angle, end angle, and step size are entered in Angle Data, start value, and end value, and step size respectively. Here 30, 45, and 5 are entered as these values. In a step count field, the number of current steps are specified, which is 4 points. In total shot count field, the sum total of points is calculated. This value shows that each point in all 4 specified angle steps enters test table with a specified current range. After selecting the fault type of L1E and L2E and confirming them, you can see that these points are added to the test point table. If the performed test has failed points, by selecting Clear All Failed Test option, it is possible to clear all these points from the table of this section. In Details section, the information related to trip nominal time, the allowed operation time range, actual time, and test point evaluation are entered in TNOM, TMIN, and TMAX fields, TACT, and a stage field respectively. The test points are entered with detail in the table at the bottom of the page. The details include test evaluation, test current, test point angle, whether the test is relative or not. If it is relative, the base coefficient and parameter nominal time, operation time, fault measure in terms of percentage and seconds, and the minimum and maximum operation times are entered. Also, if you wish to add a comment, about any of test points, you can use the user comment cell. At the end of this page, it is possible to select test points table from different fold types.